Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another driving test countryside route for Shrewsbury. This is good for the driving test and the ADI Part 2 test in Shrewsbury as well. So today we're heading off towards Bomere Heath. So we're going straight ahead, second exit. Now here, this is a really busy roundabout, so you've got to make sure of your gaps on it. So we can see at the moment we can't go. That learner should block everybody off, so we'll take advantage. As we come round, you can see speed limit becomes national from the signs there, so we can build it up. We've got solid white lines, which means no overtaking, an advice sign because there's a double bend. So that doesn't mean do 40, it just means you may want to, because there are hidden junctions and roadways. We can see on the right there the entrance, so a tractor could have pulled out, car stopped to turn in. That's what slow means. Be aware the road's got history. Doesn't actually mean slow down, unless you are going faster, in which case it does. So we're here to help with that information. But also, don't forget, those slow signs are for the lorries that use this road as well. You know, my tummy always, every time we go over these bumps, and you go, oh. So if you've seen our other videos, you know this is called the wee road, because every time you go over one, you go wee, wee. And yes. So I think this is a good speed for us. Remember, they're not expecting you to just do 60 because the sign says it's when it's safe to. Well, realistically, probably for most people, 50, 55 is fine. Now we've got another advice sign telling us there's a double bend coming up, one to the right, one to the left. We see the black and white chevrons. The bend isn't opening up too much, so we are going to slow it down. This is a good speed. We just go around, check the mirrors, and build the speed back up. Now we're looking at the furthest part of the bend. It's going away and opening up, so we're doing the right speed for it. It's called the vanishing point, so we're okay. And as we come down, what we're going to do is take the next road on the left. You can see the signs ahead, but we need to be aware it is a very sharp left turn. So we've got to really slow it down and make sure we don't cross that centre white line, and to keep it slow at this point because we still can't see what's coming the other way. And then we know it's clear, we can build it slightly. But again, what if a tractor comes round this bend? The key to passing the Part 2 in Shrewsbury, the ADI Part 2, the driving test, the point to being a good driver is just to constantly keep thinking, what if? Anticipation. What if a vehicle does come round this corner? Am I going slow enough to deal with it? Here, there's a house. What if a kid runs out? What if a car, look, again, ready to go out or come back in? What if it's pulling out at that point? We need to be ready and aware. Now as we come down, we've got white lines starting in the middle, so we know there's a junction coming up. We're going to go right at the end, but as you'll see, this is a very close junction. So what we're going to do is wind the window down. There we go, look at that. That's your view. So you cannot see a thing, so we have to look that way. So that's your view. Is there a car? No, it's parked, isn't it? It's okay that way. It's okay this way. Now we can go. Then we need to build that speed up, because if there is anything coming from behind, it's going to be doing 60 miles an hour, or at least 50, 55, because national speed limit road. So that's why, if you can see it's clear, you don't need to rush too much. But it's good to practice it, because then if there is anything there, you can deal with it. And especially on the ADI Part 2, which is an advanced driving test, they do want to see that you're trying your best to get towards the top of that speed limit as much as the road allows. So we're going to take the next road on the right. We're checking our mirrors, signal. Now here, the danger area is from ahead. Because this car sticking out is just asking for trouble, to be honest. Because if something had come from straight ahead, it's very doubtful it would have got round them. So now less space, less speed. We can see from the vans in front though the gap that's actually available. As long as we stay on our side of the road. Not so much a pothole, but a little trench. So we've got the red countdown markers, so we know that there's a level crossing coming up. 200 yards in 100 yards. So again, we're checking our mirrors, just slowing down, because we know we've got to go slow over the tracks, because the car just bounces across them. We'll go slower than normal. Just give you a view of the tracks up there. The hotel that's right next to it. So if you're a bit of a train buff, that's a good place to stop. At the end of the road, we're going to turn left. Now again, another very close junction. So we're going to wind our window down so we can hear whatever is coming as well. See, that's our view. That way's not too bad. We can see it's clear. Can't hear anything, so we're okay. And again, just checking in the mirror. It is clear, so I don't have to floor it too much to get up towards the speed limit. But I am trying to get towards the speed limit. Now on the floor, we can see the 30 because we're just at the edge of summer. Those speed limit signs are hidden, so that's where if you spot something in the road like that, the paint, think, what's that telling me? Now the roundabout, they've actually reduced this. This was about 2 foot high at one point, and nobody could get round it, and so many people ground out on the bottom of it. But they've reduced it. Now we're back into a village environment, thinking again, what if something's coming the other way? We've got the parked vehicles, so there, anything coming towards us, bus, lorry, tractor, like now, is going to be on our side of the road. So what if it is? We just need to make sure first before we decide what to do. So we're just going to come up, we're going to keep the entrance to the pub clear. You never know, one of these vehicles may be turning in there, so the last thing we want to do is then block the road. So again, what if they are? Now we're just keeping it slow. We do have room to move in. Oh no, he's being nice. Say thank you, then we'll slow down, see what's occurring. Everyone's being very friendly. And we're taking the next road on the right. So we're looking into the road, making sure we don't cut that centre line, because it's so easy to do. Now we're being told there's a playground, we've got the slow sign, so be aware of vehicles, especially out of this road. That's a really close junction. But now we're coming back into the countryside route again. So once again we're thinking, well, what if a tractor comes round the corner, milk lorry, just anything like that, because you can see these bends look very tight. Now thankfully we'll get past before that vehicle gets to us. Oh, they're waiting. And then we're just following it down. Now here again, still national speed limit, but what are we at? 36, 37? That's kind of the tops for this. The bends are blind, the hedges are really high, so it's not like you could see if there were vehicles coming. They're just going to appear, and you've got to think, what if the other driver isn't that good and he's kind of in the middle of the road? We may both need to hit the brakes at that point. We're taking the next road on the right. Can't see into it as to whether it's clear or not. What we can see now is this comes into a single track road. And yes, this is part of a test route. This is part of an ADI Part 2 route. So if something comes, all we can do potentially is stop. We're looking for passing places, which are the wider parts on the road, like here, where if something did come, we can move over. However, like on the right there, if it's grass and mud, you've got to think, if it's been raining like here, this one, I probably wouldn't want to go on it. Well, I definitely wouldn't, especially here, unless it's a tractor, because they're designed to get out of it. But in the middle of winter when it's been raining, so we're just going to go slow. Is he going to move in? Yeah. So we say thank you and we carry on through. If not, we could have reversed, so it was nice of them to do that. But in the winter, you know, if it's been raining, that's just going to be sheer mud, so you're going to drive into it, your car's going to get bogged down. You've either got to wait for the AA or a tractor to come and pull you out. It's not worth it. Now again, can't see round the bend, so what if something's coming? Again, the same on this bend, so we're just slowing it down, having a look. Now this bend once again, so again just under 20, and this bend here is incredibly tight and sharp and closed, so we're just going to wait. We're going to go round it, and that's it, because again, you know, Tesco's delivery van or something coming the other way, all you can do is stop and figure out who's going where. Now this is a 60 road again. There's been no change of speed limit. We can see it's clear. We go straight across onto our side, and then we build the speed up, keep up with the traffic. Now, because it's wider, the bend's going away, we can see round it, so we can do more up to the speed limit. Obviously we can't do any quicker than the traffic in front, so we're going to back off slightly. Slow for the driveways, and again the house on the left there, someone going to turn in, pull out. In the distance we can see the change of speed limit to 40. Checking our mirrors, make sure we're at 40 for the sign, because again it's so easy if you've got a gap like this to just keep going, keep up with the traffic. Now we're down to 30, and again you can use the cruise control. So now this will just keep us at 30. You can actually alter just by using this lever here. See the speed it's actually set at. Don't always recommend that, because if you don't know the roads, you might not want to be going around that bend particularly that close. That fast. Like on the country roads, some of them were 30, but we were barely doing 15-20 miles an hour. Now we've got our change up to 40, so we're taking that off, checking nobody's going past, building it up to 40. The bend's going away and opening up, so we're okay to keep doing it. Now we've got the national speed limit again. Is anybody trying to get past us? Now we can build our speed up and get up towards that 60 miles an hour. Looking for why it says slow. There's a junction, driveway left and right, but it's clear, so we're fine. We're catching up with the traffic, so we're just coming off the gas anyway. Now, a little bonus tip here: if they ask you at the roundabout to go straight ahead, just look at the road markings, because the bit that catches people is when you come in from this way, to go straight ahead towards the test centre, you actually need to be in the right hand lane, but so many get in the left lane. We're going to go left at the roundabout, so you can see the road marking, but yeah, so often they stay in the left lane. Now if you're in the left lane, you go left, there's not a problem, not an issue with it at all, but they just go and try and go straight ahead regardless of the fact they've got cars at the side of them. Now we see it goes into national speed limit, so we're building up the speed, getting it up towards that 60. And that really is the end of this country part of whatever route that you're on in Shrewsbury. So we hope that's been helpful. If it has, leave us a comment, let us know what you think. My name's Chris from Driver Training Limited. Remember, keep well, drive safely, and we'll see you all again in our next video.